So today I'm going to show you simple stress relief exercises you can do at your desk to feel more relaxed and focused at work. Sitting for long hours in front of screens in our default position, which might be with legs crossed, which means our bodies start to compensate, resulting in possible tension in our shoulders, stiff necks and lower back pain, and more. So I have a suggestion before you need to do some stress relieving exercises at your desk. What about starting the working day in a relaxed way with a hot drink? Maybe a herbal tea? Just saying. Starting your working day off in a mindful way is really beneficial. It means you're present, using your 5 senses. In other words, watching the kettle boil, listening to the water boiling, smelling the tea or coffee as you pour the hot water over it, and feeling the warmth of the cup, and then tasting it as you take your time to sip slowly. Just bringing your body awareness to how to enjoy the drink. Being in the moment helps to diminish stress levels. And then breathing exercises are a good go-to if you're feeling a bit stressed. There are lots of different ones. Just do the one that resonates most with you. A good go-to one is box breathing. You breathe in for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, breathe out for the count of 4, and hold for the count of 4 again, and repeat. Another one you can do if you're being triggered by a work colleague is to breathe in for the count of 4 and out for the count of 6. This one really works, I can attest to it. And then, while breathing naturally, you can do what's called a seated cat-cow stretch by arching and rounding your back and synchronize your breath at the same time. Moving your spine is always good. And another good spinal movement is the spinal twist. You place one hand on the back of the chair and twist gently to stretch your spine. And don't push beyond your range of motion when you get to the edge of where you feel comfortable. Just stop and just hang out there for a few seconds. And then do the other side. And if your chair doesn't have a back like mine, so I've had to stand up, maybe you can just reach round and get the back. Or you can just grab the wrist of one hand and pull it gently around as you twist your spine and turn your head to look over your shoulder. Any motion is good. And another good one to release shoulder tension with the breath. So, a nice deep breath in, raise your shoulders at the same time, and then drop as you exhale. And do that a few times. And then you can add some shoulder rolls to this, which is always good just to get things flowing. Just roll your shoulders forward a few times and backwards a few times. And don't worry about any sound effects. I have what they call Rice Krispie syndrome. Lots of snap, crackle and pop as I do this. Just get some flow going. And gently, please. And one exercise I find extremely helpful is the one that deals with the SCM or sternocleidomastoid. And this is the picture, and that's the sternocleidomastoid. So it can help improve our whole body posture. Because we spend long hours in front of a screen, our pec area gets really tight, which puts strain on the lower back, and we tend to hunch forward like this because it's so tight, and that's what puts strain on our back. And also we tend to walk with our heads forward. How many of us can say that we look up and straight ahead? I often look down to make sure I don't trip over something. And I notice lots of people looking at their phones, which means our pec area will definitely be too tight. So if we do this exercise, it'll help us from top to toe. So turn your head until it stops, no further. And then once it's turned, cock your head back, hold that for 10 seconds, bring it back to the middle, and do on the other side again. So I'll just do this on the other side. Turn your head till it stops and cock it back, and then bring it back to the front and back to the middle. It's all gently and not beyond your range of motion without forcing anything. Just let it go to the edge of comfort, not into discomfort. Go to the edge of discomfort. The edge of comfort, I should say. So no forcing, just being gentle, and everything will soften up really nicely. And another neck exercise is to tilt your head to the side, gently engaging the neck muscles, and hold for 10 seconds each side. And do that a few times. Also, don't force anything. Just get to where you feel the muscles engage and hang out there. Our fingers and wrists can benefit from some care too, since most of us are using keyboards one way or another. Extend one arm forward and pull fingers gently back. Gently. And then do the other hand. And do a few of those. And if you feel like you need a bit of a wake up, then do some seated marching. Lift your knees up one at a time in a marching motion, getting circulation going and increasing oxygen to the brain to help the working day. Do it at your own pace, while making sure your upper body is softly upright, not rigid. And just get a nice motion going for a couple of minutes. And lastly, your eyes. They can do with a break quite often during the day. One thing to do is look into the distance and then bring your finger close to the eyes. And then away and look to the distance. And then repeat and look to the distance. And this will help with eye strain. And do that a few times. Also, you can rub your hands together and put them over eyes. This gets the circulation going, and it's a lovely feeling of comfort when you do this. You can put a tiny bit of pressure on your eyes, not like me over my glasses. I need to see what I'm doing. So you can put a tiny bit of pressure on your eyes. And this engages the vagus nerve via the trigeminal nerve, which is good for the nervous system. And very lastly, when you smile, your nervous system gets the message that all is well and you can relax. This is so simple and so effective. If you haven't got someone to smile at, you might just smile at yourself and you might end up laughing. Bonus. I really encourage you to do these exercises. It's good to encourage some calmness into our days, whatever we do. So if you've enjoyed this, please like, comment and subscribe for more wellness tips, and share it with someone who could use a little stress relief. Thanks for watching.